Hi guys, welcome back to the channel here at Totally Magic. Please hit subscribe, like, share, usual thing. Now this particular one is a quick direct effect. I know a lot of you always put in the comments that you love the ones that happen very quickly. And this is a simple but direct trick, which I think that you're going to like on here. Now, whenever you perform magic, have you ever noticed that magicians don't always show you the cards? I just want you to notice that all of these cards here are 52 regular cards. Let me just show you them. But do note that there's no jokers included. So we do have just 52 playing cards. But have you ever noticed how magicians always get you to pick a card without you actually seeing it first of all? So they always offer you the cards this way to say, can you take a card? Now as a magician, I had a premonition. I know before you even take a card what it's going to be. Let me explain, but let's make it a little bit fairer. Rather than you take a card without seeing its face, let's turn the whole pack over, and as I go through, just call stop when you see a card you quite like. The 8. What do you want? The King. The King of Hearts. You sure you don't want the Queen? Are you sure? You want the King? What about the Queen of Diamonds, or the 3 of Diamonds, or the 5 of Spades? That is the card that you've gone for here, the King of Hearts. You see, the amazing thing is you did have a choice of any card. Yeah, is that fair? Yeah, I couldn't be any fairer than that. That out of all of these cards, you could have had any of these. But do you know the funny thing is, I said I had a premonition. My premonition was that the card you would pick would be a red card. Now I know what you're thinking. How do we know? Well, I know I can see your card, but it's not the face I'm talking about. You see, I said to you that I knew which card you would pick, a red card, not a blue card. You see, you could have picked this one, the 3 of Clubs, or this one here, the Ace of Spades. No, you chose to pick the King, and I said it would be a red card. Not the face, but the back. And that is an impossible premonition trick. Well, I hope you enjoyed that very quick and direct effect. Now, I do realise there's lots of effects out there on the market where people take a card and it's the odd coloured backed card to the rest. This one falls in that bracket. It's a very quick and simple one to set up. What you need are 2 packs of cards. You see, this isn't a regular deck in terms of they're all blue backed. You see, there's a block of them that are red backed. So what you need are a few cards. Now, I used to do this with half and half. So you had 26 red, 26 blue. I kind of felt that you didn't need half the pack. I think I've got about 14, 15, something like that. So you just need a small chunk of cards. Now, you are going to get a spectator to choose some of these. Now, the way that you do this is that you can use a couple of old decks, put them together. All of the blue backs are on top. You introduce the cards. Now, you'll notice that during the performance, I didn't make a big deal about the backs. I didn't say, look, I've got blue back cards here, because what you're doing is you're calling attention to the coloured backs of the cards, and people might find that suspicious, or they may look at the backs all the time. While you're performing, they'll be watching the backs because I made a point about it. You don't need to do that. People are not idiots. They can see you got blue cards. It's a bit like us magicians. We always say things like, here's a deck of cards. Yeah, like they don't know what they are. But just introduce them, casually spread them. Remember, if you hold them rigid, it kind of screams at the audience that, is there something odd about that card? He's holding them in an unnatural way. keep them loose. Yeah, you've got all this top half to spread. Just say, look, I want to show you this deck. Now, what I do is I turn the cards faces towards the audience and I do some cuts. Now, I know it looks like an overhand shuffle, but it's actually just me cutting and completing cut. It's a great illusion used by magicians all over the place. Now, I then hold the cards up. What I'm doing is looking at the backs. Okay, because let me just mix these up a little bit more. Say if it ended up like this. When I hold these up on the pretense of saying, look, I've got 52 cards here. Note there's no jokers. What I'm doing is I'm actually looking here because I want to make sure that all the reds are at the front. So I just split the deck and put these. I'm basically putting them back into order. Okay, and because you were doing single cuts, you'll only have to do one cut to put them back in order. All the blues, all the reds at the bottom. That's it. So you've gone through, no jokers, 52 cards. Again, turn the cards face down and spread through them in a messy way, saying, have you noticed how magicians always offer you cards face down and you never get to see the faces? You then flip the pack over. Now they're going to get a choice of the top bunch of cards. Okay. Now I know some of you say, oh, what if they go past that? Trust me, they're not. If you do this, just go through. If you see a card you like, just call stop. Trust me, people get bored. They're not going to hang around till you get to right to the back. So just kind of say, just call stop. Do you want the six, the ace? What do you want? And you'll notice a lot of the cards are red cards. I don't mean red back. The red back cards, I've picked more red cards, queens and diamonds, because remember, most spectators will pick either a diamond or heart. That's just common knowledge among magicians. So they're more likely to go for that. It's not a big deal if they go for a black face card. Okay, don't worry about that. You get them to pick this. Say if they go for the jack of diamonds, you even encourage them to change it, because all of these are red backed. Get them to change it. Everything is as clean and fair as possible. I then turn the pack over and I then start to say that, remember, you could have had any card. What I want to do is to finish up by putting these at the bottom. Notice I'm spreading them and holding right, because I want to reveal as many blue cards as I can. See how messy it is. Okay, and I drop this down and say, look, you could have had this one or this one. Look at that array of blue they see there. Then I do the gag. Because they chose a red diamond, I say my premonition was a red card. Now they think you're lying, that you've now seen their card. How do they know that's a genuine premonition? But it's a bit of a gag, because you say, actually, it's not the face I'm talking about. When I say you'd pick a red card, I actually meant that you would pick the only red card in this blue pack. And that's it. You can grab the cards and maybe do another trick with just this card. If you've got something pre-arranged, put these away in your pocket, do a packet switch or whatever. Trust me, no one's going to want to examine these. I think it's a great little effect that is kind of impossible and clean, and no worries about if you're using this sort of effect using a rough and smooth type deck. You're always worried that the cards are going to separate. Here, you know, the blue cards are blue and singular on there. I think it's quite a neat little effect. What do you think? Let us know in the comments, or maybe some improvements and suggestions about how you can perform this much better would be great. Oh, and by the way, the gag about the card. What if they had picked a card that wasn't a red face? I still do the gag of saying I had a vision that it would be a red card. Now I know you think I've got it wrong, but I'm not talking about the face, the black and the red. I'm talking about the back. So you can always adapt the pattern to suit. Anyway, till next time, don't forget to check out the other videos on the playlists and go through the channel. We've been here for many, many years for the hobbyist magician. See if there's something that you can use in your own performances with your friends and family. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye.